Welcome everybody, welcome back to Photography Schoolhouse. I'm Kerry Allen and the host for tonight. And welcome to Creative Camera number 4 in the series. Tonight we're doing a special one called Creating a New Portrait from a Mood Board. Now if you're not familiar with what a mood board is, creatives use a mood board, either a real one, like a piece of Bristol board that they stick things to, or in my case I just do it on computer, to try and assemble or get their thoughts straight about something that they haven't done before. So you can't pull up a sample because you've never done one. You can't explain what you want to do to other people because you haven't done one. So what I do, and if we can, I can't see, I don't have a monitor in the studio, but punch up Media 2, I think, which is the one with the title on it. So for me, it really started by trying to find a pose that I liked. And so maybe Media 1, I think, has the whole mood board on it. Yeah, bring up Media 1. Just on the ATEM. Okay. So I assembled this media or this mood board based on what I felt were my emotions with it. So I had things like the pose, which I had shown earlier. I knew the model we were going to use was Natalie, and Natalie has long black hair, so that was an element of the mood board. And I knew kind of the color scheme that I wanted to go into, so I found something that represented the color theme of the background. And I had miscellaneous thoughts about moods, about emotions that I felt when I thought about this particular image that I want. So this is portfolio building, but the ultimate idea, of course, as always, is to try and come up with new things that we can do that we can offer to customers in our regular line of business. So with what we're doing is we're going to create this. It'll be a sample in the portfolio, and then we'll offer it to people as we go. So what I want this to be when I'm finished is a portrait of a young girl as if she's sitting indoors but looking out a large window. So obviously we don't have that in the studio. We're going to have to drop those elements in post-production. And the best way of creating a cutout in photography, never mind green screen. We hear green screen all the time, and green screen is awesome for video and a real pain in the neck for photography. I found personally that a medium gray background is the easiest thing to go into Photoshop and cut an element out of. There's a number of reasons why this seems to be true. I'm not the only one that does it that way. So we're shooting on a gray wall. It's going to give us a medium gray background. And it's going to be easy for us to select our model, Natalie, and cut her out from the gray wall and drop her into another scene. So if we're going to do that, we have to pre-visualize what that scene is, because we have to place the lights in such a way that they match whatever the scene is. So in the scene, I don't know if we can show, Natalie's just relaxing, but maybe bring up that camera, camera 1. And the gray wall, imagine facing that way where we have our great big 7-foot umbrella coming through an opening. That's going to be a window. There'll be a corner in the drop-in scene. So I have the main light coming in through the window, of course. I have a hair light that is going to accent, because she's going to be sitting facing away from the camera. So you really want to highlight her long dark hair and her curls and everything else, and that's going to be our hair light that's on the boom arm, whatever camera can see that. And then I have a fill light that's down low beside me, just to fill in any dark shadows, and I'll adjust it as we need. So okay, yeah, so you see the big, it's actually a big 7-foot umbrella, but it's on the other side of this opening. This opening's about 4 by 6 feet, And so that'll be the source of light. And in the final image, that will be the window. So just to demonstrate, leave the robe on for a second. I'm going to just demonstrate the pose that we have in mind. So it's going to be kind of like this, only a hair off that side of the face. So we're going to want to see that we've got the curls and everything working. I'm going to take a test shot. So you can see, although that's not the right composition, let me do it again. You can see basically the hair is lit very well. You got nice definition in the curls. Might be missing a little bit off the top of her head. We may have to re-aim it a little bit. Dave is with us tonight, and we actually got him a microphone so Dave gets to talk. For those of you who thought he was a mute. Okay, so that's going to be the basic pose. There we go. So we get to see in the studio what's going on the broadcast. Okay, let me take another one and see how that's going. No, we missed her hair altogether now for some reason. Or did the light not fire?
Oh.
Nothing fired.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. So we've got, so that boom light is not only illuminating her hair, but it's running past her hair and illuminating the arm of the chair. But the chair won't be in the finished picture, so we really don't worry about that. So imagine we have to cut her out of this image. We want as many straight surfaces as we possibly can. So this is about as straight a chair as I could get. It should be easy to cut her out from the background. We could actually, it could go either way. You could actually leave the chair in. I cropped it more like this. Because all that background, the gray wall, the flooring, everything else is going to disappear in the final edit. And we would recompose it to take some of the space off the top. I have to worry mostly about side to side right now. So we could cut the chair out if we wanted to. The most difficult part of this would be cutting her hair out, as it always is in separations. So there's a little bit of curl to her hair, but really that's not going to be that difficult to separate her out. Everything's a pretty clean edge by the time we're done. So you've got to imagine a window on the left, and there's going to be ultimately a stone wall in the background, as if she's in an ancient castle or something. Oops. Oh, you're just waiting. Okay, so we're going to actually try some photography now, and Marianne is going to step in and assist our model and hide her so you all can't see.
Does I make a better door than a window? Good. That's the way it is. Yeah. Okay.
Well, more retouching. Okay. Cool. Let me take a test, and I haven't really checked the histogram yet. Let me just do a quick histogram. It says it's underexposed.
You okay now? I'm sorry?
Okay, the histogram is showing okay. I don't want to burn out any of the highlight areas. So yeah, if you just bring that arm down, and that's good, I like that pose, but I want a little bit more of your face to show. So Marianne, maybe if you were over there, you might help her with the hair.
No, I'll be in the picture.
Not if you're over there.
Okay.
Okay, let's try another test. So the gray wall, like I said, that's actually going to be pretty straightforward. And if you follow the line of her face, her shoulder, her arm, the chair, everything, that's all pretty straight lines, which are easy to cut out. And just a little bit with the hair. It would be a touch more challenging, but all in all, not too bad. So this will be easy to put into another composition. So all we've done, nothing, no flash. All we've really done is simulate the light coming from a window. Now, one other thing, Marianne, if you could do this. Over there on that table, there's a CTO gel. No, over here.
Oh. Which color?
The yellowish ones, yellowish orange ones. No, you're going to take it over by the hair light.
Oh.
And just, if you can, just hold it in front of that light. So we're going to color the light that's falling on her hair.
Oh, wow.
So it just adds a touch more color. And why are we getting those streaks across her back?
Hair. It's the hair.
Yeah, it's the shadow of the hair.
It's a shadow.
Oh,
of the hair.
it's where the bra was. Okay, well, we'll take that out in retouching. Let's try and show her tattoo a little bit. It's kind of cool.
Oh, sorry.
The gel we're using is called a CTO gel. It looks to be like a quarters CTO. All CTO means is color temperature orange. I'm going to cut down the fill light. I'm going to see what it looks like with the fill light off, actually. Where the heck is the off switch? There we go. Let's try it again. What's the power of that hair light? Can't read it from there?
Can you see, Dave?
Three.
Yeah.
You want more or less?
Let's turn it up a notch. Marianne, can you read the display on the big 7-foot umbrella? What's it saying?
3.
1.1.
Okay, so it's really not that bright.
I've got a 3.5 now.
Okay. Well, so that's the thing about this umbrella is it's like umbrellas do, it's throwing light everywhere. So I'm going to cut that down. Let's change my exposure by a stop. I like that better. We'll check the histogram. The histogram says it's too dark, but really it's not. Because remember, the histogram wants to find where white is, and there is really no white in this picture. Not white like a piece of paper. Skin tones aren't white. Skin tones are off white somewhere. So let's try without the CTO gel, Marianne, for a sec. I just want to see if it changes the color of her back a little bit. And
Yeah.
see her back's a little cleaner.
And it's a little brighter. We do lose a little bit of intensity.
Yeah, so skip the gel.
Or I can pump up the power, whichever you want.
Yeah, but I don't like the I don't like
color
the
on
way
it.
it put the change the color of her back.
Yeah.
And then is your mic on there?
Yes?
It is. Okay, good. So I like that a lot. That her face is in the perfect position. I actually have to get down lower. I'm already sitting, but I need to get down lower. Tilt your chin up just a touch. Good, good, good. And maybe twist so you're looking at the frame, just your head. Just change your head where you're looking at the left-hand frame of that opening. Oops, no flash. Yeah, good, good. No, I went right back, covering her face practically. Oh, yeah, if you could twist it like that, show more of her face.
Pretty.
Yes.
What's your tattoo? Flowers, right? On your shoulder? Flowers. Is that an arrow on your arm? Okay, so we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Camera 1 just died for a minute. Apparently they need electricity. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to let Dave shoot. Dave's going to talk. We always get questions about his digital Hasselblad, and I really know nothing about it. So if you have questions about why shoot medium format digital, Dave's the guy to ask. So I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to let Dave take a few shots before we change to a new pose. Can you bring up the question dialogue? No questions. You know, it's okay to ask questions. That's why we invest in this heavy technology. And that's why we do these broadcasts live, so that we can interact, or else we could have just recorded it and plunked it on the site.
Okay, Natalie. That's very nice. Marianne, I was wondering if you just pull the hair down, just at it over her shoulder there, a little bit back, just to get a little bit of her. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I was wondering, can you turn your just sort of the front part of your body a little closer to the, towards the back wall, a little bit like that, Yeah, that's it. Now and then just bring your head over like that. So, in other words, I just want your body a little bit more facing towards the back wall, like that. And now, Marianne, if you could just pull the hair, and then I'll just have you pull your head back at the last second. Yeah, that's it.
Now, if you're seeing, Dave, too much shadow on the side of her back, this might be better. We haven't tethered Dave's camera tonight. We were going to, but we couldn't find the right cable. We could kick that fill light back in again.
Okay, let's see.
There's just a button there. And then if you want, you can adjust the power if it's too strong.
Okay, thanks. Okay, a little bit back towards me with your face. That's nice. Just up with your chin a wee bit. Down just yep. That's it. Very good. Is there a dialogue box?
Yeah, is the chat window? I can't see the chat. It's hard to read from where I'm sitting.
Okay, Natalie, whatever's comfortable for you is good.
Yeah, guessed 469, is it? Fingers look weird growing out of her arm. It is a modesty issue a little bit. Although in this pose, probably nothing's going to show anyways.
No. Okay, let's try the hand. Yeah, okay. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I just feel very naked.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's kind of, but don't worry. The
You
cameras
can't-
can't see, we can't see, the audience can't see.
There's, if you want to, if you're careful there, you can cover up. And that's what we get.
Okay.
Okay. You want back in, Carrie?
Yeah, I do. Trying not to trip over my tether.
Are you going to need this again now?
No, I think we're done with that gel. The gel's not really working. Okay, so good. Okay, if you could bring up the tether window. Didn't flash. So you can see there's a lot of space above her head, but I'm shooting that way because I'm trying to get side to side. And in post-production, I'll recompose and chop off some of that space at the top. But if I zoom in to get it correct from top to bottom, then I have to cut off either her fingers or something like that, which I don't want to do. So if you're thinking the composition's kind of weird, well, it is kind of weird, but don't worry about it. So let's try and vary the pose a little bit. You're still turned away, but let's sit back so you're sitting on your ankles, sitting on your legs. Yep.
Okay, now what?
Okay, and same basic pose. I just want to... Okay?
Yeah?
You all good? Yeah, I like that. This might make you a little taller is what I was thinking. And it does.
And thinner. Yes.
Marianne, if you can corral the hair one more time. Want a little bit more of her face. And her neckline too, actually. It's great. And the tattoo, it's all good.
I like that.
Yeah, let's try that. See, I kind of like the fact that you can see her neck. Yep, flash. Can you punch up Media 1, Travis? And then bring the screen in so I can kind of see it? That's a nice pose. I like that last one.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, okay, there we go, Media 1. So you can see where we went from the mood board to the picture. So she's in the pose that we want, pretty much, although the arms are different, but that's fine. We could do that with the arms too. She's sitting differently, but we don't really care that much about that. And, wait, bring my mood board back. There we are. Long dark hair. You can't see it right now, but you can see the image over there on the left-hand side of the mood board, which is the kind of, I don't know that I'm going to use that exact background, but those were the color tones that I kind of had in mind for this. I wanted this to be subtle, a little sexy, pretty, warmth. I wanted warm colors, skin tones. I didn't really want blues and greens and whatnot. Now, I had put Indigenous, Modern, Subtle, Pride as some of the moods that I had in mind. A little background, Natalie is First Nations. We've talked about this shoot for, 2 years now, where I've had the idea of doing a modern First Nations shoot, where her heritage is part of the image, but I see it as modern in terms of, Natalie's well educated. She just graduated 4 years of university. She's going to go off and get a job somewhere. She's going to fit into society, but why can't she show a little bit of her heritage? She's proud of it. And so that's kind of part of the thoughts that were entering my mind when I did this. Now, we didn't use, we had thought about maybe, something like a necklace or something that would be reminiscent of that, but she's in the middle of a move and couldn't find the thing that she had in mind. So we'll save that for another day. But you can see how close we're coming from the mood board to the portrait. And we could play around with the pose a little bit. I don't know if we can try this. If you bring the mood board back up, so Natalie can see it. We're lagged behind here, so there's going to be a little pause before we can see the mood board. You see the pose that she's in the sample here? You want to try that?
You need help?
Mary Ann's going to cover?
Yeah.
I was thinking that we could bring her down.
Oh yeah, we could.
This color would be nice.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes?
So it can wrap right around her waist just like it is on the mood board.
Oh.
Yeah, it's too high. It needs to go down. She's,
Do you want me to hold it by the front like she's doing, or just
yeah, that's
do
fine.
the first one?
Yeah.
You want to see the neck again?
Yes, I do. Okay. So this is nice. She's down a little bit lower, but that's okay. Okay, if you want to fix that. Okay, drop that shoulder, yeah. There we go. More separation on your neck. I am seeing a little lock of hair that's like she's growing a beard out of her chin. There we go. Yeah? Oh. Okay, I guess 469. Have her put her hand on her right thigh so the fingers aren't growing out of her lap. I'm not even seeing fingers right now. Is the hair light pointing too low? Yeah, I think it's missing. Let's re-aim the hair light. You just hang in there, Natalie. No, I think this is good. Okay, let's try that. Did the hair light not fire?
No. Did now.
Here we go. Quite a difference. I'll just bring up the questions again. Probably a good idea to get her some adhesive covers to make her more comfortable. Okay, So guest 469 is late. Probably a few other people were too. So if you missed the intro, the idea is we're creating a new portrait that we've never done before. And if you want to bring up Media 1 again. So it's hard to show somebody a sample of something you've never done. So in this case, I created a mood board. Oh, I'm on camera? No, I'm not on camera.
Behind.
I created a mood board to get the feelings that I had of what I wanted to do and put this portrait together. So we're very, very close, except you're going to see a gray wall in the real shoot. When I do the post-production on this, I'm going to drop out the gray wall and put her into a different set. The set I'm going to put her into is going to have a window where our big 7-foot umbrella is, and that's going to be the main source of light. And then it'll be a room set of some description, but it's important when doing this that the light has to come from whatever the finished image is going to have, if you know what I mean. So the finished image has a window, we've got to have light coming from the window. If there was a lamp on in the room, then there has to be light coming from that imaginary lamp, which is why I was playing with the CTO gel, because lamps would normally be warm in tone compared against the cool light coming from a window. But we're all good. Part of me is thinking, April, that I might incorporate the chair into the final shot, and I might not. So the chair shouldn't be that hard to cut out if I don't want it to, at all. The hardest part is going to be her hair, but really her hair isn't that. If somebody has a real frizzy hairdo, then that would be a problem, but her hair is pretty good. I don't see a problem in cutting out just her or her and the chair. I won't know until I try. Now, you know what we could do, April? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Natalie, if you could, let's put the robe back on Natalie. And if we could find that wooden chair, which is behind the 7-foot umbrella, I believe. And we're going to switch out chairs. We're just going to put that one over out of the way. We're going to give you a different chair. Legs cramped from... You can't have a bad knee. You're like 12.
Backwards?
Yeah. Okay, so Nat, you're going to have to go on kind of straddling the back of the chair. So Marianne will be your cover.
No wedgies allowed. Yep, do you want the material back on her?
Let's try like this to begin with. Although in the next phase, we'll probably do that.
Okay.
Now, what we need to do is pivot her more to the corner so she's not so straight onto the camera. So you got to lift up and turn a little bit, like so. Yeah,
How's that?
that's good. Now let me just take a test shot. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Just make sure you're covered. That's cool. And again, see how she's growing the beard again on the other side. There we go. See, that obviously is going to be very easy to cut out. The hair light didn't fire. There we go. So now I don't know if you can do this. Just block her. If you moved your hand more onto the cover, like the corner of the chair,
Like that?
yeah, you can still be covered up with your upper arm.
I don't know.
Here, let me look. Yeah, no, you can't see.
No?
If your boobs were bigger, you could.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah. I think she has Russian nesting dolls on her legs.
Yes.
And there's probably a reason why she chose that.
I have a collection of them from just like growing up. Me and my brothers collected them.
Oh, yeah,
Have
okay.
matching tattoos.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So, Dave, you want
Yes.
to try this on the Hasselblad? I'll get out of the way of the fill light.
Yes, please. Oh, yeah, just kind of make it the same on both sides. Oh, that's perfect.
Of course.
Now watch out for the hair on her side.
Yeah, I see that. That's the one. Oh, that's perfect like that. I'll just move a little bit and get everything all lined up. Okay.
That was our control room operator, Travis, saying we can really hear the Hasselblad now.
That's better.
So medium format digital, Dave. Why'd you go there?
At the time, the idea was to get into a camera system that I could stay with for a long time without doing a lot of upgrades. And at the time when I got it, the DSLRs were just didn't have the resolution or the some of the other characteristics that we take for granted today. Okay, Natalie. Let's see. You're still covered from my ankle. You can move your elbow just a little if you're comfortable. Just a little. Yeah, that's fine. Just move it out just a little bit. It's just what I'm trying to do is get some nice lines in. Okay. Get her here already. Okay. When you're
The chair is shading her legs, the arm of the chair. The wooden chair?
okay, we got the. You want to cover up? You got the hair on the far side.
That's her elbow that's doing it. It's shading her leg.
Okay. It wasn't in that last shot because that was the one where the hair light didn't fire. I swear we are going to get David's Hasselblad tethered one of these days.
Okay, that's it.
It says her waist is getting lost. Does it look like that? Oh, well, they can't see your stuff, so it must be on my stuff.
No, it's. Are you comfortable with that? It looks actually kind of good with your hand there.
I don't want to take it off.
No. That's what I'm not asking. I'm just saying that your left hand, is kind of blocking. Because what I'm trying to get, Natalie, is I'm just trying to get the V of your back a little bit. And what's happening is your elbow's kind of taking that away. Yeah. So like that. Yeah. So just take your time and be careful, and you'll. Yeah. Because I just want to get. Yeah.
You want me to pull this with my arm?
Okay. I'm just trying to get you to get your elbow out a wee bit, like that. Down a little low. No. No. Don't do that then. Like that. Right there. That's the one right there. You're all covered up. Can't see anything. There. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Well, that was our game plan, folks, was to have a mood board, create a portrait from it, obviously, I can't really do this live during the broadcast, but my next task is to drop in the artificial background that we've been talking about. And oh, he says, no, sorry, I was just reading, I guess, 469. No, the old chair. I guess he was referring to the plush chair that we used before. So what I'm going to do is we're going to post this video in a day or two, and I'm going to post the before and the after images once I do the finished drop-in. So if there's any last-minute questions, Natalie's going to get all covered up.
Thanks, Dave.
If not, I want to thank everybody for coming. This is Creative Camera number 4. We will be back, of course, next week, and I'm probably frustrating the camera operator because I'm not in the right position to be on camera. But we'll be back next week on Creative Camera number 5. Hope you'll be back to join us.
Cool.
And I will put up the video. Look for it on Thursday.
Gold members.
Gold members, yes. Well, you should be. You can always go to www.pshgold.com, and that'll give you a page that shows you all of the reasons, all the things we do for our gold members and what you get that our free members don't get. Remember, the whole world is welcome to watch our free broadcasts. The recordings are kind of a privilege of gold membership. So, pshgold.com. Okay.